Welcome back to Chapter 3 of Watch Queen Lose. This is April, the beginning of April. Every month this year I've been coming to you at the beginning of the month, just setting out some goals I have for that month. And then at the end of the month I come back around and I give you a recap of how I've done. So if you missed my March wrap-up video, it's on here. So just go click on that one and see my goals for the month. But it's April. It's a new challenge, a new month. And this month, it's all about the scale. It's not about athletic challenges this month. And the reason I say that is because I haven't been losing the weight at the rate that I want to. Last month, I only lost 3 pounds, which is good because it's still a loss, but it's not what I want. So I'm currently at 209, which means I lost 3 pounds last month. I started off at 212. But I say that this month is all about the scale because I have 2 major goals. One is in 3 more pounds, I would have lost a combined total of 150 pounds. So I've lost 147 pounds so far. So my main goal, one of my main goals is to get to 206 pounds. Because if I get to 206 pounds, that means I would have reached a very important marker for me, and that was a total loss of 150 pounds. My other goal is by the end of the month to be at 199. That means 10 pounds for me. So overall for the month I want to lose 10 pounds, but this week I'm trying to get to 206, which is just 3 pounds. I can do that. So I'm just, gonna get back into my routine. Some of you guys know I hurt my tailbone about a week ago and it's been very difficult just exercising, but I'm a lot better. I got my braids. I'm about to start swimming again. I'm going to start going to my spin classes again and just getting back on a more active routine. So I'll keep you guys posted. But April, it's all about the scale. So I like to call this section of the video Weapons for the Fight. The reason why I call this Weapons for the Fight is because when I started doing my videos last year, I showed you guys part of my weight loss journey and just some accomplishments or some successes, and I invited you into the emotional and psychological aspect of my journey. But I didn't really give you guys details on how, when I started in 2007 until now, how I literally practically lost the weight. And so I started at the beginning of this year in January, and every month at the video that I make at the beginning of the month, which this one is April, with a section called Weapons for the Fight. I call it Weapons for the Fight because I use this journey as like an analogy or comparison for me to a battle, to a fight, because it has literally been the fight for my life, the battle to save my life. And so it's been a difficult battle. It's been a very intense one. And so I think the more tools that I have, the more weapons that I have to fight this battle, the easier it becomes, or at least the more successful I become at it. And so I know a lot of you guys are out there, you're trying to do your own journeys and lose your own weight, and you're faced with your own battles. And so I just want to equip you with some weapons to fight this thing. So last month I talked about the importance of preparation, both preparing your foods ahead of time and also scheduling in time to work out. And the weapon for this month is change is gradual. I need you guys to understand that this process is a gradual process. Change is gradual. And I think it's important to understand both that it's gradual so that you don't put an immense amount of pressure on yourself, and also to understand that the only way that this becomes, this weight loss thing is lasting, and this health factor in your life is lasting, and it's not this yo-yo effect for you, is to understand that there's gradual changes that need to be made, and that these gradual changes eventually become lifestyle changes, and that it's not just a quick diet to lose weight. And so if you look at this as a change in your mentality, a change in your lifestyle as a whole, you will accept the aspect of this fact that this is gradual. Change is gradual. So I'm going to tell you guys about some of the gradual steps that I made at the beginning of my journey. I started my journey at the end of 2007, and I was a college student in my undergrad at that time. I was living in an apartment off campus, And so I was able to shop for myself and I had some foods for myself. But when I started this journey, I didn't join any special type of program. I didn't have any extremely strict diet. I didn't follow any 1, 2, 3 step plan. I literally just started making changes in my life. Along the way, I started, honing in on being really, honing in on what decisions to make to continue this journey. But when I lost my initial 50 to 100 pounds, it was no strict plan intact. It was just about me making gradual changes. When I first started losing weight back in 2007, it was gradual. I just started making decisions that I knew were unhealthy or not that healthy in my life, and I just started changing them. One thing that I changed, which I think was very beneficial for me, and it yielded great success, was my mentality about what I ate and when I ate it. For example, I think our culture, at least in America, and in my context, teaches us that we eat our heavier foods at night. So we eat really big foods at night, medium-sized food during the day, and smaller meals in the morning. And what did I do? I began to switch that. I ate my heavier foods earlier in the day, smaller or more medium in the afternoon, and then very small light meals in the evening. And so an example of that for me is I didn't just knock out everything that I enjoyed eating. I know there's diets out there that say don't eat carbs, don't eat bread, don't eat all that stuff. Well, that isn't my life. I enjoy bread, I enjoy pasta or certain things. So what I would do is I would just eat those foods earlier in the day. An example is, I still eat pasta now. I don't eat whole wheat pasta for breakfast necessarily, but if I wanted a pasta dish, you best believe that I was eating that at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning instead of 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. And what I still would get whole wheat pasta. I still would get the healthier version of pasta. If I wanted bread, if I wanted a sandwich, or I wanted cheese toast, I wanted something like that, I ate that in the morning. I ate my products that have bread in the morning. If I wanted a hamburger, I ate that at 11 o'clock in the morning instead of 7, 8 o'clock at night. And here, actually, I didn't use this bread at the beginning, but this is a very beneficial bread. It is Sara Lee 45-calorie bread, and so what it is still bread. It's still wheat bread. It's still good, but the calories in each slice is 45 calories, which is about half the calories that's in a normal slice of bread. So you can still make adjustments that are healthy adjustments that still allow you to eat the type of foods that you like. I know a lot of people, bread and pasta stuff may not be your thing, but I enjoy those types of food. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are like, really? I have to give up bread and pasta? So sure, you give it up for 6, 7, 8, whatever months, you lose 100 pounds, you lose 50, 60 pounds, you enjoy your body, but you didn't really change mentally the approach to your lifestyle. And so you went back to eating those things after you lost the weight, and then you start regaining the weight. And so you go through this yo-yo effect, which is very unhealthy on your heart, very unhealthy for your body. So just look at it as change being gradual and start rethinking how you eat. So eat light meals at night. Eat vegetables and protein at night. And then if you're gonna eat, if you're at the beginning of your process and you still want a slice of pizza, eat that pizza at 11 o'clock in the morning. If you want a burger and fries, eat that at 11:30. Don't eat that at 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm telling you to be wise about when you do it if you still want to eat those things. I'm telling you, I would eat a cookie in the morning. And some people are like, I'm not a nutritionist, so I'm not giving you, advice that my doctor gave you. I'm just living proof that it works. I've almost lost 150 pounds, so I think I know what I'm talking about when I say that you can still have those things at the beginning of your journey and eat them earlier in the day. And still not go overboard, but just, learn how to enjoy the things that you like at an appropriate time in the day. As you get in your journey, and you're losing weight and your body is acclimating and adjusting to it, you may not be able to eat those same things because now you have to switch it up more because your body is getting used to it. But I'm telling you, if you were like me, you're 356 pounds, and you want a burger, eat it at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's all I'm saying. You want a slice of pizza? Eat it at 11 o'clock in the morning. Eat it at 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't care what anyone says about what you should or shouldn't eat at certain times of the day. Do what works for you, and understand that the change is gradual. Another suggestion that I have about the gradual change is some people are like, oh, but what about chips? And, because if you enjoy chips, you're not going to want to just totally throw chips out the window and only eat fruits and vegetables, because then you feel like you're missing out. And so I say you start to find foods that are substitutes for the old types of food that you eat. So for me, love these barbecue pop chips. They have different flavors, but I only like the barbecue flavor. They're really good. So if you're a person who you like chips, you like something crunchy, you know, look at the serving size on the bag. So here it says about 20 chips for 120 calories. That's great. And they're popped. They're not fried. Take these, separate them into a baggie, and take them with you so you can have your pop chips. Or Lay's has a lot of different versions of baked chips. These are the regular ones, but I also like the sour cream and onion baked chips. And so you can still have chips. You know, you can still have snacks. Just know, but then also incorporate healthier snacks into your diet, like that are also beneficial for you, like almonds. People kind of stray away from that sometimes because they're high in fat, but you have to understand that they're high in fat, but they're high in good fat as well, and they have so many positive benefits to them. And almonds help are lasting snack too with your hunger. They keep you fuller longer. So get a handful of almonds. You know, take them on the go. But then nothing substitutes your fruits and vegetables. You have, I love these little tangerine cuties. Bananas keep you full for a long time, and they're a good source of fruit, and they're a great source of protein. This banana looks like it's about ready to go into my shake tomorrow morning, or my protein shake. But anyway, that's just, you know, some minor suggestions that I want to give you guys, just the gradual change. But I just want you guys not to overwhelm yourselves. Like, don't think you have to wake up tomorrow morning and become a vegan, or just throw everything out of your diet, because I'm telling you, if you want it to last and you want it to be a lifestyle, then you have to take this thing one day at a time, one decision at a time, and it has to be gradual. So the weapon for this, you know, this month is just allow the change to be gradual. If you have more specific questions about what types of gradual changes I made, you can Facebook me. I have a Facebook page, which is Watch Queen Lose, WatchQueenLose, which is my Facebook page. You can hit me up on there. You can write a comment on this video and I will respond. I also have an email address set aside specifically for these purposes. It's called watchqueenlose@gmail.com. And so whatever weight loss questions you have, you know, hit me up. I'll respond, and even maybe you can give me ideas for another video I can make. So, you know, maybe there's a question that I'm not thinking about that maybe it was very important in my journey, but I'm not thinking about it, and I really want to give you guys answers to that, and I love making these videos. So it's just an opportunity for me to just be a greater blessing. So that is the tool for this week, or the weapon for the fight for this month. And I just want you guys to be encouraged. Take this thing one decision at a time. It's not going to change overnight, but it's worth it. You know, I'm almost 4 years into my journey, and it gets really rough. You know, I get down sometimes. I get discouraged, but I'm also very encouraged. Seeing that when you make a decision, you stick to it. When you decide that something's worth it, that you do what you have to do to make those necessary changes. And but I didn't overwhelm myself in the beginning. I just knew that something had to change in my life. I had no idea what it would look like. That I think that's part of why my journey has taken so long, because it's definitely been a trial and error journey for me, but it's been beneficial. You know, 3 and 4 years in my life have passed before with no changes. You know, so for me to, you know, be where I am right now, it's worth it. You know, maybe you can take some of the tools I'm giving you and you can lose 150 pounds much quicker than I did. But the point of the matter is, it's not about a quick fix. It's about changing your mentality and changing your lifestyle so that you can take care of yourself and you can have a more vibrant life. So that is April. Check me out at the end of the month as I, you know, wrap it up and give you guys the results of how I've done. And I just, you know, be encouraged that this thing can be beat.